Hey guys, Gamer of Gamers in the Zone, and welcome to another episode of Touhou 1, Highly Responsive to Prayers. So, like always, our good old buddy Freezing Time has left us a nice informal comment in the last video, giving us a few things that he had to say about my previous episode. First off, let's see what he said. Hi again, Gamer of Gamers. So, did you like the first Touhou game? I did like it. It was definitely a nice change of pace compared to the frustration of Touhou 11 in terms of a first-time experience. I'm getting something new, that's what I'm saying, instead of being stuck on the same old over and over again. And actually, I said that PC98 are still canon, and Wyzun's point of view about PC98 canon characters in the last comment. That is true, I just never got the time to talking about that. Yeah, he mentioned that, Zun, I think hasn't found a way to integrate the PC98 characters into, the modern-day Touhou games, and that's kind of why we're not seeing any new Touhou games. Or, no, not seeing new Touhou games, as in, not seeing any of the retro-era characters in the new games. So, what can I say about the first game? Firstly, there are two routes, and that means two good endings and bad endings. Oh boy. I thought there'd only be one with the fact that we've only had one character with one shot type. So this will be interesting to know. And if you want, you may try to beat it on good endings, but there's a problem. This game is the hardest to 1cc. Well, Touhou 9 and Touhou 3 is very hard too, but there is more because of random bullets and attacks. So most Touhou players don't even consider this game as something really possible. It's just too hard to 1cc, so there are almost no players able to do this. You can try, of course, maybe you're up to this challenge, but I warned you, this may be even worse than subterranean animism. Let's talk about the characters here. Actually, we know about them only a little information. The first boss, Shin Gyoku, it stays around the gates of Hakure Shrine and has three forms: yin-yang, male form, and female form. Why it attacked us, what is their story, all of it is unknown, though it can be connected to Hakure Shrine somehow. The second boss of Makai is Yugin Magan, which is a human figure in the background with a lot of big eyes stretching from it. There is no information about it, but Makai is the land of demons, so maybe it's a demon or some yokai. The third boss of Makai is Ellis. She's Devil of Innocence, that's all we know about her, but she has a magic wound, a scar on her cheek, and she can turn into a bat. Even if she can do it, she's not a vampire. She's just a Makai demon. Okay. So, I was thinking that they were in some way related to, Ramilia or Flandre in some way. Nope, that's, none of that's true. Okay, thanks for letting me know that. The final boss of Makai is Sariel, Archangel of Death. He decides when is your time to die. If you ask why we want to beat Archangel, well, the final boss destroyed Hakure Shrine, so we beating him, but it's just strange that Archangel of Death would decide to destroy some random shrine. So I found it way more logical that Culprit is the final boss of Hell. That's the story. Well, that is all. Take care. I did ask him if, if I did decide to go for the good endings, that would it be a good idea, would it be worth it? Is there anything important story-related that I need to know that would maybe make these good endings worth getting? He confirms in a reply that no, there's no important story info. There's some interesting stuff, but it'll not be explained, and those things don't appear anywhere after this. Good endings are almost like bad endings, strange things which will not be explained. They just don't involve the destruction of our world. But still, there's a whole new route, so it will be worth beating it, at least with continues. Okay, so what I'll do for this episode is I'll go for that other route. I think I might remember where that was at. And then, I will think about, depending on how many continues I need to use, that will kind of allow me to decide to see if I might have enough skill to be able to get the good endings. Probably not. But nonetheless, let's get started. But yeah, likely after this episode, it's most likely that I'm just going to be going for moving on to the second game. Oh my goodness, did I seriously just die on the first level? Alright, well since this is my first time playing, I'm not going to go enabling the rules of if I die early on that I need to restart immediately. I don't even know if it's possible to do any kind of restarting like that in the original PC 98 games. There might be a way, but none that I know. I'm just... Again, I still am fairly new to this game in particular, and this one definitely is very different from what the previous Touhou games I've played are like. So for now, I'd say we're just going to be just playing how I normally play until I get hit again. Why does this always happen to me? Oh, come on, it's right there. And you know what, I'm just bombing this stage. Alright, I'm pretty much going to make it a rule that if I die on a stage, that I'm just going to bomb my way through it, because clearly I'm not going to be getting anywhere else with it. Alright, stage 5. So, we're back at the boss, and that was a... thought that something would happen there, but I guess not. How is that not hitting? Okay, that's what looked to me like the female form. Alright, hit him. I still need to have a ways to go until I fully understand the controls. They're almost down, though. I no-hit run the first boss, so clearly I think I've just about mastered this boss. Okay, select next round. Okay, so we selected the Makai round. We did not select Hell the last time. I was thinking that this was like selecting the order of who I want to face next or something. I didn't think this meant as in round, like, as in 2 different routes with different endings. So yeah, let's go ahead and take this route then. Alright, we got different music. That's for certain. And we're back to the enemies trying to shoot me. Come on, get that thing back in the air. Well. Only stage 6, and we already had to use our first continue. Well, at least we can get a proper start on this stage now. After that disappointing start. Depending on the angle that the ball's coming at me at, I can never predict the best opportunity to use my regular attack or to use the Gohei. There we go, I managed to time that just right. Okay, this looks like one of the more simple stages. That's good to see. Come on, get higher up there. Oh, did I just cause a boundary break right there? I think I just made it go through the bar. I might have just caused it to clip right there. I'm finding wall clips in an old... I missed a bomb. In an old PC98 game, I'm finding ways to wall clip. Yeah, speedrun tactics. I'm gonna become a master speedrunner at this game one day. Probably not, seeing how I'm not even into speedrunning. But I can always think about it. Come on, hit him. Get up there! Come on! Yeah, I'm with you on this, timer. And I'm probably gonna have to use the go-hey here, because there... Oh, I forgot I could do that. Come on! I gotta stop being directly under the... Okay, I'm bombing that. You have got to be kidding me right now. Okay, those at least look easy to hit, so I'm at least going to give the game a chance here with this level, even if it means that I end up dying again. Come on! All you had to do is get up there, and... There we go. That was a lot of effort just for one block. Alright, stage 10, let's go. We got... Oh, new boss? That's new. So it's definitely a different round if we're going up against different bosses. Oh my goodness. Okay, there's no way I can counter the missiles, so those missiles are going to be a little bit problematic for me. That's where I'd say the real difficulty is going to come in with this fight, because I'm doing good with everything else, but it's mainly those missiles that really catch me off guard. So I gotta know... It's going to be my objective here to figure out when she is going to send in the missiles. So... Alright, definitely in this route in particular, I can see kind of the problem with, like, being left unsure of, like, when the, like, those missiles are gonna fire, because vast majority of my deaths on this fight, I think even all of my deaths have been mainly from the missiles, so... Also, I feel like I should have gone through that. That might just be me, though. Alright. We got through that. Alright, definitely starting to properly look like hell now. Never did I think I'd end up saying something like that out loud. Oh, I'm seeing that... I got confused for a brief moment in terms of the visuals, only to realize that some squares I was looking at here is just OBS. Here, let me move this to a different screen so I don't confuse it again. There it goes again with the more highly colored blocks. Got scared there that I wouldn't... Oh, I felt like I could have given it the boost there to get up there. Every time, I feel like it's possible for me to give it just the boost that it needs to get up there. I'm going to give that one more bomb since I'm just kind of wanting to get through this as quickly as possible at this point. Oh, that's mean. How are... Alright, so I got to utilize the orb from this side. Okay, pretty clever way that it has you go into this. With the... I think I remember seeing a similar stage like this in one of the Brick Breaker games before. Alright, get it. There we go. Even though I did kind of get hit there, I did think that was pretty cool. What was that? Did you guys see that? What happened that it, like... What is going on that it's just going up and down like that? That's so weird. And there it goes again. And of course I directly have to brace the impact of that. Alright, stage 15 now. Once again, these bosses with their dramatic entrances. All this is just black, not really much of an entrance that time around. I don't know what kind of graphics PC 98 has, but that is some high definition. How do I hurt this thing? Because clearly, do I have to hit it directly on the head? And is that like my only way of... Dude, none of my attacks are... The Yin Yang Orb is doing nothing to this boss. Well, that was annoying. Okay, I gotta... There must be some way I can hit this boss. So every boss always has a system of, you know, having... I did not mean to use my bombs there. Okay, yeah, it does have to be right on the head. Okay. So I have to be very mindful on where I choose to shoot, because I am still getting completely obliterated, right? Dude, how am I getting obliterated right now? I'd just like to ask that now on, like, how... Alright, go ahead and spam away the attack. Okay, that was my last one of those. So now I'm on... Okay, I definitely don't like this fight. Like, all the other bosses, there at least felt like there was a pattern to them or something, but here it feels like I'm just left with kind of no idea of what I'm supposed to be doing. Come on. Okay, I'm getting in a few openings occasionally, and of course I miss it. Okay, managed to land another hit there. Come on. Okay, I believe I'm past the annoying phase now. That definitely would have been a hit for sure, even though kind of a pointless use of the bombs since I know for a fact that using the bombs don't actually harm the boss. Oh, is this a safe spot? Please tell me that's a safe spot. Ah! Okay, at least there's some more logic to this phase in particular, instead of just seeming like a bunch of nothing. And at least here there's a pattern. Okay, if I were to run down to my last life here, I should have enough bombs to take her down, if it gets to that point. That should do it. Okay. Alright, I'm definitely going to say right now that was probably one of the most annoying bosses in the game. Right there. Why does it feel like... I feel like I had something stuck in my eye for a moment. Dun, 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 dun. Come on, you just gotta get it over it. Thank you. And, oh, another one of these stages. Okay, I'm bombing this one. Because I'm pretty sure there's no way I'm gonna be finding a way through all of that. Now, I'll bet you that there's also gonna be instances where... gonna have no way of getting over to the... What is the orb doing? Okay. We're already on stage 19. Well, I'll say then, we're getting through this area rather quickly. I think it's because I'm getting a little bit smarter with how I use my bombs. I think that may have something to do with it. Because, yeah, most of these levels have been fairly simple so far. Okay, stick to the pattern, and... Alright, I'm going to have to do something more interesting here if I want to get at some of those others up there. Come on, only one left. Oh, it still has one hit to go. We almost got it, though. Yes! Okay. Wow, we got through those last few stages with ease. Probably because I was using my bombs a bit more wisely. Alright, so this is a 20 stage, so I believe this is going to be the final boss of this route. So, I take it then that this is the one that you believe is the true culprit, you say? Freezing time? Okay, clearly... Oh, now it lands a hit. After all those other goes that I had, only now does it land a hit. Like, the orb keeps going right over her. Oh, I should have used the Go-Hey there. Whoa, 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 what are you doing? You're trying to swing that sword into the fabric of space-time? Alright, time to use up all the bombs. Oh, what is that? What was that? Yeah, I did really good that run, so I'll definitely be, Alright, now we'll be able to take on the boss at full force. I should have him this time. Definitely compared to the other route, this one, definitely feels like I don't have to put in as much trial and error. Every time. I always get hit by that. I always feel like I should be getting right in between there, yet I always get hit. And that did not look like it was supposed to go through like that. Oh, I almost had another hit there. Landing some really nice shots here. And, okay, I shouldn't have gone running in right like that. I just ran right into that. I don't understand how these attacks work exactly. Oh, is that a streaming attack? Is that why? Wait. Oh, I have enough bombs. Alright, did that take him out? Oh, no, second phase, like in the other route? Okay. I don't feel like I used as many continues as I did in the other route, so I'm guessing... I'm not sure if this was intended to be an easier route or not. The only time I really found anything ridiculously annoying was the missile attacks from that one boss and that, like, some of the attacks from, like, that boss that looked like the high-definition portrait. Alright, what's gonna happen now? The other one, it summoned a black hole here. We have, what is that? A nuclear explosion? Did that yin-yang orb summon Megumin? Okay, bad ending number 2. So, if you consider that there's nothing important from a story perspective to really be getting the good endings, I guess I can kind of see your point, and I think, yeah, I can go ahead and move on to the second game now, seeing how that's the case. Only 7 continues that took. So the regular shrine, of course, we had 0 continues, but I was at a major disadvantage because of how many hits I took. That when we got to the Wayside Shrine, yeah, I definitely died a lot there. And I feel like I had more than just 2 continues, because I wasn't finished reading that. Alright, where are we right now? I didn't even get to read that. Well, that ends off, for the time being, ends off our playthrough of Touhou 1. Considering the fact that I know I did use a few continues there, but I do feel like, if I can gain an understanding of the patterns and better control over how I angle the yin-yang orb, I'm sure it's possible for me to pull this off. I will admit it is quite difficult, though, and it is going to take a lot of effort. That, considering the fact that I'm wanting to move forward as much as possible, and then knowing that there isn't apparently no important story information in the good endings, I'd say, yeah, we can go ahead and get a move on to the next game for the time being, if you don't want me to being stuck here as long as I was for Touhou 11, because Touhou 11, I feel like if I were to go back to that game, I may save that one for Friday streaming, just because I feel like I need to put a lot more time into it in a single sitting than just my regular recording time. And with that being the case, then, yeah, let me know what you think about that idea, freezing time, of maybe saving my Touhou 11, like, with how hard it's getting for something like Friday streaming. But with that, we're done here for today, in terms of this game. And with that, thank you very much for watching. As always, if you enjoyed this episode and wish to see more of my content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and click the notification bell to stay notified of future uploads. And until next time, this is the Gamer of Gamers, and stay excellent, everyone!